Good afternoon, boys, and welcome to your English class. Open your English Learner's Book. Today in English, we are going to start our Unit 2, Good Neighbors. And the name of our lesson is Lesson 5, Read and Respond. It is on page number 28 and 29 of your learner's book. So first of all, what you are going to do, boys, you are going to write the date here. Date should be for today. Today is 10/10/21. In this lesson, we are going to learn about, we are going to listen and read, we are going to understand about people living in different areas. So there is track number 20 in your CD1. I'm going to play the track and then we are going to practice reading. So boys, in your home, you can also put the CD1 and you can listen again and again, track 20, for those who find it is difficult for reading. So boys, be ready, put your fingers on the words that you are listening.
20.
A Lot of Kids by Jeff Moss. There are a lot of kids living in my apartment building, and a lot of apartment buildings on my street, and a lot of streets in this city, and cities in this country, and a lot of countries in the world. So I wonder if somewhere there's a kid I've never met, living in some building on some street, in some city and country I'll never know. And I wonder if that kid and I might be best friends if we ever met.
Okay, boys, this was your track number 20. I will read now, and afterwards I will put the track again for you people to understand. Okay, this is what is the passage. Passage is from a law. The title of the passage is A Lot of Kids. Means there are a lot of kids in the world. There are a lot of kids living in my apartment building, and a lot of apartment buildings on my street, and a lot of streets in this city, and cities in this country, and a lot of countries in the world. Again, I'm reading, listen carefully. I will be super slow so that you can understand each and every word. A lot of kids. There are a lot of kids living in my apartment building, and a lot of apartment buildings on my street, and a lot of streets in this city, and cities in this country, and a lot of countries in the world. So I wonder if somewhere there's a kid I have never met. So I wonder if somewhere There's a kid I have never met, living in some building on some street in some city and country. I will never know. And I wonder if that kid and I might be best friends if we ever met. Jeff Moss. Title, you can say the author or the writer is Jeff Moss of this passage. So what is the girl saying in this passage? She is saying there are a lot of kids in this world. They are living in apartment buildings on some streets, and those streets in the city, and those cities in countries, and a lot of countries in the world. Means she say there are a lot of kids in the world. So I wonder, so she wonders, she thinks, if somewhere there's a kid, means there somewhere there is a kid I have never met, living in some building on some street in some city and country. I will never know. She will never know about a kid who is living in some building on some street in some city and country. She will never know. And I wonder if that kid and I might be best friends. So she thinks if that kid and I met, we can be best friends. So what does this story tells us? Means the story tells us a girl lives in an apartment building. You can see here is the girl. She lives in an apartment building and she thinks that she can make good friends. Okay, she can make friends with anyone. So she is friendly. What is the girl? She is friendly. She wants to be friends. She wants to be everybody's friend. So this was your quick passage, boys. Try to read it, practice this, and then you can write its vocabulary words. So in this lesson, what are the vocabulary words that we have learned? First of all, kids. Kids. A lot of kids. What are kids? Children's, or you can say boys and girls who are in the age still young, kids. So you people are kids, okay? Buildings, buildings. You have seen the building in the picture. This is called building. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many buildings you can see? They all are buildings. City. We live in Taif City. Where we live, boys? We live in Taif City. And the name of our country is Saudi Arabia. Friends. And when we go to school or when we go somewhere, we always make friends. Okay? So you people should always make friends. But first they should good friends. Okay? If you will make good friends, they will give you good habits. You will learn good things from them. But if you are not making good friends, you are not going to learn positive things from them. So boys, here is the 5 vocabulary words. I'm repeating again. Try to write them in your notebook. Kids, buildings, city, country, and friends. Okay, complete the vocabulary words, and after vocabulary words, we are moving on to the question answers. Question number 1. What is the title of poem? So who is going to tell me what is the title of poem? A lot of kids. What is the title of the poem, boys? A lot of kids. What is the title? Means the name of poem. So a lot of kids, right? A lot of kids. Where does the girl in this poem lives? So where she lives, boys? Apartment buildings. Where she lives, the girl, where she lives? She lives in apartment. Where does the girl in this poem lives? So you are going to write apartment building. Apartment building. Then question number 2 in your book. Are there many apartment buildings on her street? So the answer is yes. There are many apartment buildings on her street. You are going to say yes. Okay, next question. Do you think girl is friendly or unfriendly? So the answer is friendly. The girl is friendly, right? Friendly in front of question number 3. Then we have last question. And what does the last question says? Do you think this poem is happy or unhappy? Do you think this poem is happy or unhappy? So the poem is happy because girl is happy and she is talking about the friends. So when people talk about friends means they are happy, right? Happy. H-A-P-P-Y. Happy. Right in front of question number 4, happy. H-A-P-P-Y. Happy. Question number 1. What is the question number 1? Hello, friend. Choose one of these children to be your friend. Write a conversation. Hi, what's your name? Your new friend, you are going to write his name on the line. Where do you live? Your new friend will tell you where he lives. What is your favorite color? You will ask from your friend and he is going to say any color that he likes most. You have to write for your friend on the line, okay? You are the one who is asking questions. Okay. Then you have write the sentence about your new friend. For a boy, say he and his. For a girl, say she and her. As I have already taught you people, for a girl we use he and his. For a boy we use he and his. For a girl we use she and her. So you are going to write 2 sentences. If your friend is a boy, you are going to use he and his. If your friend is a girl, you will use she and her. Because for a girl, we will use she and her. For a boy, he and his. Understand, boys?